the team in the right way. As soon as I came in with the last 2 minutes, we were a little sluggish again. I had a turnover immediately when I got into the game, and things like that are unacceptable on my half. So it's just about picking up the energy, limiting myself on turnovers, just playing with energy. I think we kind of were a little lackadaisical in the last 3 minutes, and also in the fourth, and then they found a groove and just got it going.
Was the pressure by Baskonia was in a way a gamble by them just to steal this game, or was the last resort for them?
It's for sure a last resort, but their defense transitioned to their offense. We just shouldn't have took our foot off the pedal.
What disrupted Žalgirio's offense in the fourth
quarter? Nothing really. We just a couple turnovers. I think that really just hurt us in a lot of ways. Our energy. We started off hot. We're up 14, 16 points, and then they got down to 9 points, and they just kept chopping away. We just got to find a way to continue to be aggressive on both ends of the floor and not let the runs knock us down.
As a team, what can you learn from a very painful game like this?
Just keep fighting. The game's all about runs. It's how you bounce back. Sometimes you'll get punched in the face, but are you willing to continuously fight? Like I said, we were up by 16. When we're up by 16, now it's time to play smart, play the right way, and finish the game correctly. I think we were just a little sloppy, including myself, especially myself. I take full accountability on that. We should have finished the third quarter strong, and that should have transitioned to the fourth. But, it's just all about continuously growing.
What was the main message from the coach after the game?
This was just unacceptable. Just completely unacceptable.
Iškalbinga darė po rungtynių interviu, sakė žodžiais ir labai piktas. Kokia žinutė jo rūpinį būna po tokio, kai pralaimėjai?
Ką aš galiu pasakyti, nieko gero tikrai nepasakė.
Ačiū.
Ar jeigu galima prisijungiant, tas mintis, kokios mintis ir kas atsitiko būtent tam, kai viskas subirėjo už 16 persvaros?
Tai mintis tikrai prastas, nes taip paleisti rungtynes, atrodo kažkiek jau buvom užšepę tą kontrolę ir susikovę persvarą, nors, kaip ir minėjau prieš tai, kad tikrai nerodėm savo to tokio krepšinio, bet per gynybą, per tokį juodą darbą, neleisdami jiem lengvai žaisti, vis tiek sugebėjom kažkokį bent krepšinį parodyti, bet kaip sunkiai susikrovėm tą persvarą, taip lengvai ją išvaistėm ir labai banguotos rungtynės ir prastas rezultatas.
Kas pagrinde buvo problema, jūs stipresnė ta pusė, kuri jūs galbūt taip ir pagavo?
Na tai po to, kai susikrovėm dviženklę persvarą, tai jie tiesiog kažkiek pakeitė gynybos sistemą, pradėjo naudoti tokį zoninį presingą, ties kurio mes tikrai strigome ir praradome kelis kamuolius, kas leido jiem pelnyti lengvus taškus ir žymiai lengviau pasijausti, atrasti jiem savo ritmą. Kitas dalykas, jie pradėjo keistis ginamaisiais gynyboje ir mes per daug galbūt akcentavom tą vienas prieš vieną žaidimą iš viršaus ir tie metimai mūsų nesukrito, ko pasakoje strigo mūsų puolimas ir trūko to kamuolio judėjimo.
Ką galima pasimokyti labiausiai iš tokių momentų?
Tai pasimokysim, manau, neužilgo bus, kaip sakyti, trenerio paruoštos medžiagos, tai aš tikrai manau, kad žinosim, kur padarėm klaidas.
Prieš rungtynes treneris sakė, kad jūsų akise pasigėdo tos suknelės, kaip tavo akise buvo?
Na, jeigu treneris taip sako, tai reiškia, taip ir matė, ta prasme tikrai neturėjom tokių labai jau gerų dviejų treniruočių po lango, sakykime, kur gavom porą laisvų dienų. Tai tikrai turėjom signalą, kad treneris yra nepatenkintas, bet, na kaip sakyti, nenorėčiau sakyti, kad nesureagavom į tai, bet tiesiog rungtynėse pritrūko iki galo išlaikyti tą dėmesį.
Dažnos rotacijos jūsų treneriai
Nepasakyčiau, kad šiandien kažkas buvo išskirtinio su rotacija, negu kad būdavo prieš tai. Tai kaip dabar toks klausimas ar ne, tai nepasakyčiau, kad jaučiau tokią problemą šitas rungtynės.
Dar kita tema iš tų langų paminėjai, pats žiūrėjai rungtynės ir galbūt kažkiek jau kalbėta apie rinktinę ar dar nieko?
Rungtynės taip žiūrėjau, o kalbėta tai tikrai su nieko nebuvo. Sakau, neišsiplėsiu, bet nieko gero.
Ačiū. Nes jau treneris. Šitą išjungti?
Well, congratulate my players for the victory. I think our best situation was we never gave up. It was very difficult when we went 15, 16 points down in middle of third quarter, but we continue fighting. We were playing good. I told them at halftime, I think we're playing good basketball. Problem is, okay, we come from a losing streak, and that gets on your head, and every time you make a mistake, it looks like it's a triple mistake. We got to continue playing with that confidence and understanding that we can miss shots, or you can turn the ball over, or you can have a bad defense, but you have to continue playing. This is something that we did, and I think give us a lot of push in the moment that we were like 15 or 16 points down. We got a couple of steals, a couple of easy baskets. That gave us a lot of confidence, and at the end, we played very smart the last minutes, and we were able to get a victory that counts a lot on EuroLeague.
Hello, Coach. Obviously, you had 5 losses in a row, and today you had the victory. How important is for you as a coach and for the team mentally to get back on track?
Well, we knew that it was going to be difficult for us on the first months, for sure. New players, new coach, young team. So we knew it was going to be difficult. But we had moments that we were looking very good, but we were not able to stay like that for 40 minutes. I think that today, you can play good, you can play bad, but we were there all the time. And this is something that we have to improve. And that way, they say that talent will show up. Happy for the victory, but like I said, today is finished. Let's think about Sunday.
Coach, you scored 41 points in the first 26 minutes and 42 points in the last 14 minutes in the game. How could you explain that kind of scoring outburst of your team?
Yeah, well, because we were very aggressive, and a lot of those points came out of good defenses. We were able to run, create situations, open jumpers. We execute well, and for sure we have big baskets at the end of possession that they were key. I remember one by Trent at the end, one by Kamar, another one by Chima. So we were very smart on executing well and waiting and make them defend 24 seconds. So somehow we got the rhythm back of the game on the last quarter, despite that we were behind on the scoreboard. But okay, all this is theory. Right now what counts it's that we got a victory.
On that run, Tadas Sidekerskis and Marcus Howard didn't play. Can you explain your decision not to play like one of the most important guys on your team and how that came out?
Very simple. Kamara and Nikos were playing great. It would be very stupid from my part to take them out of the game. I think when I substitute Marcus and Tadas, I was a little bit protecting them from foul trouble, make sure they were a good rhythm at the end. But okay, Kamar and Nikos really showed up. So very good. I'm not very worried about one guy playing good or playing bad. I think it's very important that we understand that if we play good at the team, everybody will shine up.
Tadas Sidekerskis, our Lithuanian, obviously, he is the captain of Baskonia. How Tadas is dealing with this responsibility, even in those tough periods and on losing streaks?
Well, I think Tadas is a great guy for us, very important. He's our captain. He's been in Vitoria for many years. And that Lithuanian character is helping us a lot. I think for us it was very difficult to survive without him. He got 2 or 3 weeks he was out, he was injured. But 2-3 weeks on this calendar means almost 10 games. And that's a lot because he gives us a lot of balance. Inside, outside, everybody plays good with him. A lot of times players don't look good because his numbers they're good and important because they make the others better. And I think Tadas is a great example of what we need. And I think that maybe today he didn't shine, but it was very important for us on every part of the game.
Coach, first victory on the road for Baskonia this season. Is there a reason to call it the most pleasant one, or maybe still against Real?
Well, okay. Seasons are always difficult. I hope once the best ones are still to come.
Okay.
Thank you.
Coach.
I'm very happy.
And now comments from Žalgirio's head coach, Mr. Andrei Trinkeri.
By far, this is the worst game we played, not for the final result, but we don't have many rules. One rule that we have is that we should never ever quit. Doesn't matter a good day, a bad day, tiredness. Never ever quit. So we committed a sin. This game is criminal because we quit. We lost the game that we had in full control. We lost the game first relaxing. It's 3 days, I'm talking only about that. And then when we relax, they came back, and then we quit. It's a deserved loss. It's a tough loss. From some aspects, is an unacceptable loss for the way the loss got displayed. It's it would be very easy to say publicly and point the finger to players having bad performance, having costing us a lot in this game, and I don't like easy things. I don't see my role in the team as the general that stays behind the soldiers. I will stay in the first line. I will take the bullets. It's obvious that I was not able to touch the right buttons in the brain of my players. I will do whatever I can, and whatever, even more than that, that it doesn't happen again. We have now dirty soul, and we have to give back, because, again, it's criminal. It's criminal to give a game like this. I know, may happen, but we are not good enough to let this happen.
Coach, couple of questions from Žalgiris Insider subscribers, and one of them asks, Chima Moneke had 3 personal fouls in the beginning of the second quarter. Could you have done anything differently to attack him more actively, knowing that he's not going to give you enough contact on the defense?
Of course we could, but in order to do that, you need to have concentration. And today, we didn't have enough connections. Bad decision, slow, and you can do everything. You can do everything, but in order to do the right thing, you have to have the mental presence and the concentration. And today, it was very difficult for me to find something working.
And another question about the hesitation making the shot while open. Is this emerging problem when the players reject the shot that they have in their hands?
I strongly disagree on this, because I believe the worst thing that can happen if a player doesn't take a shot and he has a tactical reason to don't take it, and the whole arena, then the ball becomes very, very heavy. And I asked Alan. Alan told me I didn't catch the ball well 2-3 times, and the one that Matt gave up was the right thing, because we were in transition and he should not take it.
Hello, Coach. Firstly, Laurynas Brutas in the third quarter had a good stretch, but could you compare this season's Laurynas Brutas to last season's pianist Laurynas Brutas? What does he lack this season so far?
Try to respect everybody. Do you think that after this horrible game, I can think about Laurynas Brutas last season and this season? Have mercy, please. Even a player coming back, it's a different season. It's a different chemistry. It's everything is different. But this is not my main focus today.
Coach, in first 26 minutes, Baskonia scored 41 points, and in the last 14, 42 points. What was the biggest problems on the defensive end?
I don't believe the problem was on the defensive end. I believe that we stopped playing. We start stopping the ball on offense, playing ISO, and we moved the ball well before that. And when you do that, then you go with bad vibes on defense because 4 players are unhappy for the player that is stopping the offense, okay? And then you have 1 step less and 1% less or 5% less of defensive effort, and then the game becomes like it becomes. I don't believe it's a defensive problem. I don't believe it's an offensive problem. Or they are both true. The thing is, the reason of this. The reason is this. We didn't have enough concentration, will, and desire to close the game. And then all the rest is secondary. We can talk about bad performances. We can talk that we didn't have one thinking head, one brain. You need a brain on the basketball court. Basketball is playing chess when somebody else is hitting you hard. So you need to have a brain. You need to think about, oh, if this happens, if happens, A happens, I have to go B, then they will go C, and I have to come to a G situation. It's a chain effect. But if A, we don't know what to do because we are not enough focused, it's impossible to perform at this level. And then starts the defense, where also there you need personality and concentration.
Coach, did Žalgiris felt too comfortable in third quarter, or are you saying that the Žalgiris felt too comfortable in the third quarter, or saying that it was all over the week?
You were here when I said that we relax. I believe that we had 3 games. Okay, we had a slow start, but we were able, after the first quarter, comfortable. We start horrible. We were walking. We didn't have enough tension, enough sense of urgency to play the first quarter. Second, and 5 minutes of the third quarter, we play with the right tension, mental tension, right energy, right concentration. We are by 14. And then we relax again. We started slow and we finish in a horrible way. Giving up, quitting, unacceptable.
Coach, do you think that FIBA window break had any impact to this, relaxing and of the players?
The second rule we have is no excuses and no explanations. So this will be a very silly excuse.
Coach, Ignas Brazdeikis against Pau was DNP-CD. Today, not even registered.
Yes.
What is the reasons behind that? Or just he has some problems maybe, or it's your, as a coach's decision based on how he...
We have 13 players in the roster. I chose this. Of course, when you do the thing, you will live with the consequences. I would not underline this. I believe that the game is not there, okay? But you ask, I'm telling you, is decision of what the team needs in this moment.
Where maybe should Ignas will step up this game to get in the rotation?
Again, I believe that this is talking about individuals that didn't play tonight. I don't believe it's very up to the point, And he knows, because I said to him, but I believe that this is off target in this moment.
Coach, even though Lonnie Walker tonight scored 19 points, was the leading player in your team, where can he improve in those last few moments in the game, last few minutes in the game?
Sense of urgency, rebounding. You are an athlete only on offense. No, you are an athlete on both ends of court. And understanding the moment of the game. Their comeback started with a very silly, sloppy turnover from Lonnie on a thing that we prepared. And we knew that they were going to play delay press. And again, the software choked. We had the software of a Commodore Big 20.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.